The quilting term squaring up refers to the process of making your quilting project more rectangular and flat after sewing pieces together. This can be done by pressing, cutting, or blocking. In this video, I'll show you a way to square up triangles that have been sewn together into a square. To start, I'll cut my triangles a little bit larger than needed. After sewing the seam, I'll trim my piece. This is my chance to make my squares perfect. First, I find the diagonal line on my ruler and I place this over the sewn line on my fabric. This square needs to be cut down to 3.5 inches. So I see that I have 3.5 inches with a little extra fabric here and 3.5 inches with a little extra there. I also want a little extra on this side here, so sometimes I need to adjust up or down depending on where I first place that ruler on my fabric. So again, I'm going to line up that diagonal line. Once I feel that that's lined up, I want to cut away from my body and turn, put my hand down, cut away from my body. Now I have 2 straight edges, and let's take this, and I'm looking for the 3.5 inch mark, 3.5 inch mark. I want to line up that diagonal line over the sew line. And I didn't say this before, but I really need to put a lot of pressure down because of this sewn line here. There's a bump, and what happens, that bump causes this to move. So make sure you're holding that down tight. Let me adjust to this side. I've squared up my piece to a perfect 3.5 inch block. For more information about squaring up and cutting out half-square triangles, please visit learnhowtoquilt.com, click on Beginner Basics, and scroll down to Piecing and Cutting Shortcuts.